We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from VAT19, who makes, when they enter into the chili head world, it's often with very extract heavy stuff. They have a chocolate bar, apparently, that's a high extract, which, I'm going to be honest, I don't have any interest in doing, just because I have had extract chocolate and I don't find it particularly enjoyable. And also, 9 million is, I feel like there's a certain amount of prep you have to do for that to even get to the point where you can prep for the actual eating of it. And it's just not what this channel is about. But, never say never, who knows. But this is the Gummy Fireworm. So I have done other gummies that are staged. And the idea here is that we have mild, which is jalapeno. We have hot, which is the habanero. We have spicy, which is the ghost pepper. And extra hot, which is the Mighty Mighty Reaper. And let's just take a look at the ingredients here quickly. Okay, we have the usual stuff to make gummies. And then we have ghost powder, jalapeno powder, habanero oil, ghost reaper powder, and I don't see anything that is jumping out at me as an extract here, so this could be kind of interesting. Item is extremely spicy. We'll see. I mean, this isn't listed as a challenge, so what I think is kind of interesting here is this little graphic here. And I think the big question is, could a creature like this exist? Where the very nature of its body was was causing this sort of reaction. My suspicion is no, but it is kind of entertaining. All right, so let's crack this thing open and see what we have here. And this I don't remember where I got it. I know it's sold in FYE, but I mean it's meant to be a novelty thing, so I don't know quite how hot we're going to actually be getting here. But some of the stuff even at the shelves of FYE can get up there a bit. Okay. There's other pepper gummies that live in the same playlist this will live in, which is the Spicy Sweets playlist. Oh boy, this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, well, we have, so the jalapeno is this green section. Oh, it smells fruity. What is the fruit that's in this? Some sort of pectin, so maybe sort of an apple thing. It actually smells kind of good. So the yellow is habanero. That is about half the length of this. Okay, so they're just going down by not quite halves, pretty close. But so we have the jalapeno, the habanero, the ghost pepper is the red, and this blue black sort of thing is the reaper. And it gets you a little close up here. So how long is this thing? This is I guess this is, these paper towels are about the length of a sheet of paper, which is about 11 inches. So it's about 2 feet. Does it list anything here? Interesting. There actually is quite a bit more in here than I thought there was going to be. So the gummies I've had before have not been particularly challenging. I don't anticipate this one will be either, but away we go. You never know. So let's get on into it. Well, so, yeah, vaguely sweet, a little bit of apple. Apple and jalapeno is a good combination. It's not unpleasant. So jalapeno is powder. Ghost is powder. Mighty Mighty Reaper is powder. Whereas the habanero is an actual oil. So we'll see how that changes if it does. That part was really pretty pleasant. Now we get into try to do this so you guys can see. Try to eat it like this so you can kind of see what color coming. So here's the end of the green into the habanero. Jalapeno, the habanero does not have an orange flavor or anything. Which is a shame. They're good and that would have been really cool. Alright. We're into the habanero at this point. Did they actually do that? Oh, it does taste a bit orangey. Is that in here? Weird. I wonder if that's just my mind playing tricks on me. So, all right, mind, what are we going to go with for the red? The red, which is a ghost pepper. Whoop. Very, very similar to the jalapeno one. More like a apple ghost pepper. We got a bite here. See it? All right, a bite here of the Reaper. Ghost isn't. We're not really creeping up. I would call it. So at this level, I'll call it a default 1. It's not. I am getting a lot of bitterness though, because I had part of the Reaper was in that last bite. This is the last bit here. This is the Reaper. This might actually have some punch to it. We'll find out. Flavor again is So the flavor is not good on the Reaper. That was actually an offensive flavor. All right. So the Reaper moved it into legit 1 territory. I don't really think too many people are going to be challenged by this, though. It was more of a fun idea. Like, I mean, clearly this is just meant to be, the Bat and Idea shop Curiously Awesome Gifts. They're almost like a Spencer sort of thing. They just do these kind of novelty things. And we're going to give it a second here and see if it builds up a little bit while I'm yammering. But right now, I'm sitting at, I will say, a legitimate 1. So the Reaper did put it over. The Reaper, honestly, is the only part of this I found even slightly spicy. And, I've had a lot of Reaper stuff, certainly, over time. And it's nowhere near any of those things. That is for certain. So we're not getting a building, we're actually getting a diminishing. I like this idea. The gummy itself is fine. Oh, here's artificial flavor. So maybe it wasn't my mind playing tricks on me, actually. Maybe they did flavor the oranges orange. So the jalapeno and apple I thought was pretty good. The orange and habanero also I thought was pretty good. The red and ghost, so that I believe was probably apple and ghost. Okay, it was okay-ish. The other two were definitely better. Actually, oddly enough, I don't really like the I don't like the flavor of habanero, especially. It's not one of my. I think it can be good. It's just not. If I have a regular pod, I don't like it particularly. And a lot of the sauces I actually I've come to terms with it over time. It's just not one of my favorites. But I will say this. I think actually the habanero section of this was probably the best flavor-wise. Very tasty. I mean, this is, if you're going to get this, get it for fun. And, you know, like, maybe I don't know if they're doing it so kids can have it or not. I'm not sure this would be super appealing to kids. But, you know, like today I'm posting this video on National Earthworm Day. You know, fireworms don't really exist, but I wanted to do wacky themes for 2024, and that's what I came up with. But, you know, as a novelty treat, if you like relatively, you know, this I think appeals to many levels of chili heads, including chili head curious. It is not challenging enough that I think anyone's going to be too put out by it. I mean, certainly there's a lot hotter gummies. And I think the idea of spicing up gummies is actually a very good concept. Here, I think it worked at a pretty low level. I mean, the flavor was quite good for most of these, not at all for the Reaper section. Heat-wise, there really wasn't particularly any until I got to the Reaper section. So, and it's diminishing, like I said, pretty quickly here as I'm yammering. So, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got this. Pretty cool. So, but we're going to leave it there. This is the VAT-19 Gummy Fireworm. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.